Eagle has landed. Peabody, Massachusetts, here to take this old floor and make it look like brand new floor. Alrighty, special edition, folks. Let's rewind. Alrighty, here we are. After a long, arduous flight of turbulence yesterday, I've landed, and we are here today to do some special edition training. This is Richard's Northeast Surface Pros. This is his third garage floor that he's done. And we're here. He's got some more work, coming up?
Wednesday.
Wednesday, oh, this Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're back to back. All right, good. So he's, I'm only gonna be here for this one project. So we're gonna make sure that he is trained up, soup to nuts, A to Z, on everything that he needs to know. He's gonna ask plenty of questions, gonna tell me exactly what he needs to learn today, and make sure that he's gonna rock and roll. He killed the last one. Not a big deal. So this is it. This is what we're gonna do today. We got a lot of toys. I'm gonna walk you through everything. Gonna kind of jump around here. Is it gonna rain?
Possibly, we're not sure, but it's gonna get up into the 70s. And,
okay, sunshine, yeah.
Sunshine. But
it was cold this morning, and luckily I had my time.
We did this as inspiration from with you down in Virginia.
Ah, very smart, very smart. Yes. All right, so let's walk you through the project, what we're doing today. That's kind of the gist of what we got going on, but this is a garage floor. This is an old garage floor. They've seen some salt damage. We've got a lot of pitting. We've got a lot of, obviously the floor is failing. This is what happens when you deal with an epoxy-based big box door floor. People get excited about the price. They say, oh, it's a lot cheaper than what Richard's gonna charge right now to come in and fix this problem. But this is what you're left with. Hot tire pickup. You're left with stains from the tires, the salt that obviously in Massachusetts they have a lot of salt, and there's not a lot of sun right here too, so there's probably a lot of freezing, moss indicating, so they probably go heavy on the salt application. And when they drive, they come in here and they sit and it just eats away at the floor. That's what you see right here. It's like eroded. It's eaten through the failing floor, and it's already it's kind of eaten away into the concrete here. So we're here to fix that. We're here to grind down this floor. I believe Richard has some PCD specialty diamonds on that Lavania grinder over there. I'll walk you through all that in a second. Don't want to jump around too fast. I want to make this a very detailed video. I want to make sure I'm not going to miss anything. I tend to, I have ADD, so I'll jump around from here to there. I'm like a little puppy dog. See, I forgot about the cracks. Secondly, after we're done grinding the floor, we are going to have cracks. Structural cracks in the concrete. Two guarantees about concrete, folks. One, nobody's gonna steal it. And two, it's going to crack. It's kind of cracking in the right spot right here. Not in the right spot, you don't want to see concrete crack anyway, but structurally, it's following this beam right here, sort of ish. It feels like it's a little raised right here as I'm walking over it. Little high spot, yeah, I wager. It's high right there, which caused them a little problem. So anyway, we're gonna come through. After we grind the floor down, these cracks are gonna be exposed. They did absolutely nothing to try to mitigate the cracks when they did the initial floor. And yeah, it shows right through, it deflected right through. So we're gonna come back in with a 2-part polyurea crack fill, mix up part A, part B in a ketchup bottle, and we're gonna throw it in, not throw it in, but apply it gingerly into the cracks and let it set up. It's gonna harden, and then we're gonna grind over it. It's a very cool process, very neat process. But it's a great solution. It penetrates a lot deeper than anything topically that you're gonna apply onto the crack. It's gonna weep into the pores of the concrete and fuse it, so you have a nice solid foundation before you lay down your floor. And what else am I seeing here? They got the door barricaded off, that's good. Safety first. Safety first, no stem loss, which is good. It's gonna be, I'm gonna say, it's gonna be an easy grind. Ha ha ha, famous last words. Probably not gonna be an easy grind. We'll see what those diamonds he's got going on over there though. Oh, look at this. This is so cool. I'm gonna start selling Girl Scout cookies. All right, I think that's it for the most part. After we're gonna be doing the grinding crack repair today, 3-part system. It's going to be an epoxy primer. So we're gonna come back in. It's a 93% solid epoxy primer that we're gonna use to mix up. We got those guys over there. Mix up part A, part B. squeegee it on the floor, back roll it, and then after that, we're gonna come back in with 100% solid epoxy intermediate coat. We're gonna mix that up, same process as the first, squeegee it out, back roll it, and after that, we're gonna be throwing all of this gravel flake over here. 3 boxes, 40, 40, 40, 120 pounds of flake. Holy guacamole, that's a lot of flake. I'll open that in a second. But we're gonna be throwing that into the intermediate coat. We're gonna throw that to a full rejection to where there's not gonna be any epoxy bleeding through. I'll show you some tips and tricks to avoid holidays, which are where epoxy is built up too much or you don't back roll and it bleeds through the flake. You're pretty much cooked at that point. There's really not much you can do. It's gonna show through everything, even the top coat. So you don't want that. That tends to happen on a lot of beginners' first jobs where they either put down too much material or they don't back roll thoroughly enough and then they throw the flake and it bleeds right through, or you don't throw flake evenly or too heavy or so forth. And yeah, it's a rookie mistake and we're gonna make sure that Richard doesn't do that. And then tomorrow, come back in, we're gonna scrape it all up and we are going to apply our signature low odor CFS concrete floor solutions polyaspartic top coat. It is a part A, part B catalyst, and it heats up, well, it heats up, but molecularly does science, and then you have about 45 minutes to squeegee it out, and then we're gonna back roll it, and then that's it. Back roll it maybe 1 or 2 times, and then that's pretty much all you have to do with the polyaspartic top coat. So that's that. I'm gonna catch my breath, take a sip of my coffee, and then we will walk through all the equipment and sundries and everything that you need to do to install a perfect garage floor. All right, let's go. All right, Richard was just talking. That's a great question. He was like, we want to develop a routine. What do we do first when we show up to a garage? And my first thing, what I always do is try to, first you want to get your drop cloth set up. Get those big heavy cloths right over here that we have these big boys, and put these in front of the garage door. I like to drop these like right here, right there, because as you drag in your machine, you're gonna get a little dusty in there, and I'm OCD about that. So what I try to do is I'll drop a cloth right there, and in a perfect world, if I have a longer one, I'll create a path that I have to follow because it's gonna get dusty every time you walk in and out, especially with the wet. So if you can, if we're gonna be going from here to there, if you have an extra one, just try to make it extend so we have a nice, clean working area. From there, so you get your setup first for the staging. You want to stage your drop cloths and whatnot. Yeah, perfect. That might tear. Here, do this. Just flip it over one more time. It'll go this way. It'll go lengthways. Yeah, watch this. All the way to the trailer. Yeah, now we have no more problems. See what I mean? That thing's gonna rip, dude. That thing's gonna rip in 2 seconds on that.
This one, right?
What's that?
This one?
Yeah, I wouldn't mess with that. I would keep this one right here.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, you're close enough. And that's your working area. So you get set up clean. That's what I like to do. Number 2, kind of get your material off to the side. You're gonna be tripping over the stuff. We're not gonna be using this till a while. We're gonna grind first. So let's get this kind of maybe over here in the middle. Yeah, put the material right there. Keep the flake with the flake, and stage it right over here. So it's like the primer with the primer. You don't have to guess. So right here, get the intermediate with the intermediate. You guys get that going. I would wear my meta glasses right now, but I don't have a lot of storage on them. You don't need to drop that right now, dude.
No?
Not till we start mixing. No.
Okay.
We're gonna be slipping. Yeah, this is more just for our dust prints.
Oh,
Yeah. So yeah. All right, stage 2. We want to set up the equipment in the vacuum. So we're gonna take the hose, and I like to take the hose and start as far as I think I'm gonna start in the garage. So he's gonna take the grinder somewhere over here. Get that set up right here. So you kind of get an idea of where you're gonna start grinding. I'm probably going to put the vacuum right here. Rich, you with me?
Yeah.
So you can get so next thing, you wanna stage your equipment to where you don't have to move it. You don't wanna be moving the vacuum left and right, back and forth. So I would say maybe get your vacuum set up somewhere right here in the middle.
Yeah.
We'll work on one side, work our way over. So we'll put this guy right here. Knowing that, we'll do our power cords and maybe run our power somewhere down this way so we don't start tripping, don't start running cords and whatnot. So let's bring out your generator.
Oh, well, we were going to plug into the wall. The generator.
Oh, okay, okay. So yeah, you're 120. I forgot. You're 120.
It's 120.
Okay, yeah. So perfect. Okay, so perfect. Yeah, yeah. So you still need a wall plug.
You still need a wall plug, and that's going to be up there.
Okay, not a big deal. So we'll just run a. You might need an. Yeah, you're definitely going to need an extension. Do you guys have an extension?
Oh yeah.
All right. Like I said, this is going to be a longer video, folks. This is detailed. This is raw. If you don't like it, I'm going to put chapters everywhere. But this is really helpful stuff to make sure that like. You got it. When you show up to a job, you can't be like, oh, what do I do first? What do I do? Like, no, you got to show up and be like, all right, let's go. Here's what it goes. Get staged. Boom, let's go. All right. Chop all this together. All right, oh, shit, Miggies. That's why you need those OSHA 2 hard hats. I was level 2, brother.
I'm fine. Did you get your coffee this morning, little guy?
This fucking guy, he's sitting the Benjamin Franklin too early, man. Unbelievable. Okay, what are you guys looking for? What do you need? Where you at, Miggies?
Get them, I wanted to grab the Hardness, the Mohs Hardness test here.
Okay, that's a good idea. So Migs, from here, let's get some of this stuff unloaded. Let's get this. I don't think you're not gonna need this.
Okay.
Let's get this in the trailer. This is kind of overkill right now. Stuff you really don't need. You don't need 55. You don't need 25-gallon buckets just yet. It's gonna be good for Flake. So what he's got in here? He's got some acetone. He's got his resin for. Sorry, he's got his Flake buckets. Extra one. Look at this guy. He's on top of it. He's got an extra Amazon here. All right, we'll go through all the materials and sundries in a minute, but yeah, let's just get ready to rock and roll. Yeah, put those in the trailer. You don't need all 100 of those, dude.
We'll leave it like that for now because there's no cord in the way. We're going to grind them there first anyway.
Yeah, I'd say start over. Yep.
And then we'll just switch the cord over to that side when we do here. Should we try hardness test? You want to give it a run?
No, let's get set up first. Let's get everything ready to go, and then I want to have you walk through the equipment, what you got, and then we'll do the. That's pretty much. You don't need to change that bag, right?
Look inside.
I'm part of Hydro Homies on Reddit, and they would be absolutely so proud of this jug of a machine. What is this? What is this?
I call this the thing on the planet that irritates my wife the most.
Good God, you could go to war with that thing. What is all this stuff?
You want to see my trade secrets?
I love it. Yes.
All right.
I want to put a link on Amazon right here. Look
Look at this. Extra vape batteries.
Oh,
Juice. Got my wallet in there.
yes. It's immersed, but not immersed. It's like a man jug purse.
It's a man jug
It's
purse.
a man jug purse.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I just revealed all my secrets.
I know what I want to ask Santa for Christmas. Where'd you get that? Amazon?
Amazon, dude.
That holds a whole gallon of water.
Yep.
That's smart.
I got half-gallon ones, but this one here, I'll send you the link. Oh, there you go.
Nature Pioneer? Hell yeah. Where's the electrolytes? Where did you get? Was powder?
It's powder, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, healthy
Smart.
powder. Lavina 20-inch, Lavina GE 20-inch propane grinder. Nice big Kawasaki motor. Super easy to use. No generator needed.
Propane.
Yep. You gotta check what we got on here for diamonds.
Oh, that light's kind of weird. Okay, those are the ones we used last time, right?
That's the same setup from last time. I might try to just run it and see how it works.
Yeah, no, obviously, let's scratch it with the Mohs first. We'll show you guys the Mohs in 1 second, but basically these are diamonds right here. These are interchangeable, magnetic. You can just pop them off, pop them on.
Yep.
And the way that the concrete works, it's just going to grind away. There's a bond that holds all the diamonds, and as you grind, it's going to reveal the diamonds and grind the floor. So these are interchangeable. You want to match these with the hardness of the concrete. We'll show you how we do that in a second. All concrete's different, so you have to use different types of diamonds. So that is the propane grinder. That's really nice. You don't have to use the no big boy generator. And it's just still, what is it, 30 inch?
20 inch.
20 inch, okay. But still enough.
Yeah.
Still enough power? No. We'll show you how to get that rocking and rolling. So that's Lavinia, nice machine. You can rent them at like Sunbelt Rentals, but it's, you gotta, all right. But anyway, this is the vacuum.
Yep, runs off a 120. It's a double motor, manual agitation to clear the filter. And you got the the Longo pack system on it.
So you basically just bag and tag as you fill up. You get your Ziploc baggies or zip ties and cut it and go. Pretty simple. Yep. We should change it. It looks soft. I'm gonna say it, I'll scratch it, but underneath, I think it might grind quicker. And
That's what I'm thinking too, yeah.
but this is a, holy moly, this is a fun, look at this new toy. US saws. What do they call this contraption?
So this is the TS720, I think it is. It's made by US Saws. It's a stand-up edge grinder.
Stand-up edge grinder. So this is supposed to reduce, it's going to help with ergonomics, where basically you don't have to grind on your knees. This helps.
You have legs like these, Sean, right? You don't want to.
Oh boy, yeah, he's had some.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah, some stories to tell.
So the handle is up here, on and off is up here. Plus, you can set it on to run without holding the trigger.
Look, they just literally took the Matibo and like cut it in half and just put it right up here
So
as a
it
trigger.
feels like you have the same thing. And then for articulating the machine, this lever right here, if needed, see how it pitches it forward and back?
Do that one more time. Oh, in the back. So it gets up on the nose. If you have to.
That's typically when you come up with the concrete against the wall. You know how it's bowled.
Pull that again one more time.
Yep.
So it's using like a bike spring all the way down. Okay, let's see what they did. All right, someone in the garage, like someone just had a few beers and like, I can make something like this. I can.
Look at this.
Okay, so you get up on the sides. Yeah.
Yep.
That's pretty smart. Well,
You can feel the grinder.
Grommets.
You've never used it? First time?
yeah. We'll see. Yeah, no, I heard pros and cons. Some guys in the Facebook groups are just like, some guys either love it or they're just like, they're old school and they'd rather just take the time. But no, let's go see it in action.
Yeah, and if
Why
this
not?
doesn't work, we got the Hilti today.
Okay, cool. Nice. Yeah, that's the. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what we're gonna use to grind down the floor.
Yep.
Show you the diamond. Oh yeah, let's do the Mohs test real quick.
Oh yeah.
This is a Mohs hardness test. So concrete, 0 to 10. I'll start over here where it's a little bit more neutral, not so pitted. Concrete is 0 to 10 hardness. Excuse me. Every mineral on Earth is ranked from 0 to 10. Diamonds being the hardest, talc being the softest. So in order to find out and determine what type of diamonds we use, we have to go through and we have to scratch it. We have to scratch it with different types of tips. Glass is very soft, so that's going to be 2. Goes up to hardness of 8, or excuse me, to 10, and so forth. So you basically just go through and you scratch the floor at a 45. Let's start with the 5. We'll start with the 5 banger over here, a yellow boy. And you want to scratch at a 45 and see if it starts to lose marks. And scratching, it's probably a little tougher than 5. So we'll drop it up to that's a 4. Let's go to a 6. 6 here, 45. Yeah, so it's pretty soft concrete. It's like, I'm thinking it's falling between like a 5 and a 6. It's definitely scratching at 7. It's definitely scratching at 7. That's one area, just go another area. And some of this might not be true because this might be like salt, you know, penetrated, but I think we're good. Look at this, popping right up. This is why you don't buy the big box store stuff, folks, right there. That'd be a good thumbnail. That's a good thumbnail right there for my YouTube video. All right, cool. 6 or 7, I'd say. 5, it's like a 5, between a 5 and a 7.
So kind of medium?
Medium, yeah, I'd start with, are those medium? Yeah, I'd say we'll start with those. Yeah, that's the Mohs test, and you really want to make sure that you get that right or you're gonna burn through the diamonds. Diamonds are very expensive. We'll show you the set over here. So these are the diamonds. These are super abrasive, Lavania. So like I was mentioning, it goes from coating removal, which is basically, there is coating on here, but it's so brittle, we're not gonna need the PCDs, but it ranks from coating removals where they have the polycrystalline diamonds, basically very, very tough structure of the diamonds and the pattern that it used to chew through the floor. So we're not gonna be doing, we used a lot of those in the past. I don't think we're gonna need the coating removal for this system, but it ranks from coating, soft, medium, hard, extra hard. So you got the scale right there. Screenshot that, save it for later. And then yeah, they have different wear bar patterns depending on the application. Double segments, single segment circles. There's a whole world of this stuff, man. I'm still trying to learn it all. And then that's it. I say we start grinding. Let's see what we got. Dude, Allie. Oh yeah, PPE. Safety first, my man. I'll do these ones. These look like the best ones. Oh, these are yours? These are the bosses? Those are the boss? I knew it. I was like, yeah, of course he buys the best for himself.
Actually, these were donated from a job site.
Donated? Yeah. You're on YouTube, bro. You gotta beep, edit that out. All right, let's see what happens here.
on, throttle down. Then I turn on the wheels here, and then I go up the throttle.
To the wall. There you go. Oh yeah, dude. All right, after you get grinding for a little bit, what you want to do is just come back through and check your diamonds. Make sure that you're not burning through them too quickly, which looks like we haven't even really touched them. Decent amount of dust buildup, but I think it's just more of the concrete. I think it's just very soft and old. Just coupled with maybe this, the vacuum just not pulling just enough up, but it's not airborne. That's what we don't want to have. You don't have airborne silica dust. So it's more on the floor, not a big deal. And it's coming through nicely. We're going to sweep it up real quick, show you what we want to be looking for. With the meta glass point of view, my tripod phone's over there, so I got my glasses on. I'm not going to use them all day because the memory's not that good, but that's exactly what we want to see. This is perfect. Absolutely perfect, folks. This is exactly, you can feel it. Oh, it's chewing. Yeah, it's the aluminum line. You can, it's going through. There's like, you can take a fingerboard and go whoop, something like that. That's what you want to see. It's going to leave little ring patterns in the concrete. You can kind of see right here. Those are the ring patterns that you want to see. And now it has a mechanical profile of probably CSP 3 to 4, and that is what you need per ASTM standards to ensure that your resonance flooring system stands the test of time. Yeah, that's a good idea. Get that back changed. Not a bad idea. So that's how you do it. I'll show you while I got my glasses on. Basically come double.
Use the scissors.
Don't be difficult, Miggy. There you go. Beautiful. Just like that.
And always carry it from both ends.
Well, the baby was born. She's a baby. It's a boy. It's a boy.
How much you want to put this down? Like,
Okay, I'll show you. You pull it.
That's a good question. So enough to have some slack in there. Maybe I'll just have it.
Sean, we may run into something today. The Longo pack's getting a little light, and we have new ones.
Oh, nice.
We've never changed it. It'll be the first time we put a Longo pack on.
Ooh. Well, boy, can't wait. The things I get excited for, unbelievable. Alright, it is US saw time. Let's see how well this this ergonomic back saver works. Yep. Alright, so we just switched it up to a 90 degree, pull it back just a little bit. So we're going to pull up to basically a 90 degree, which is going to be flush up against the wall. So that's what it looks like underneath. And I'm going to put my hearing protection on.
Yep.
And we are going to fire this bad Larry up. All right, 1 second.
Concrete's rolled up. You can drop it. This pitches it this way and this way.
Just right and left.
Yep. But it's best to leave it flat. All right, well, first time, here we go.
yeah, it's because the shroud's up.
Alrighty, well, you win some and you lose some. We're not going to use this. A lot of dust. A little bit, I think this sits a little bit higher, so no matter what, we had the 90 up against there, too much dust. We have this flush. It's kicking up too much dust. Plus, we done tripped the breaker. You cannot run this machine and the vacuum on the same circuit. So we are gonna do it the old-fashioned way. Hey, what you gotta do. But hey, we tried new things, and we're gonna save that for later, but you saw that in sort of action. Maybe, listen, to be honest, I've heard very questionable things about that thing, and I think I see why people question it for $3,500. Sorry. All right, I gotta go bye. Alrighty, post-lunch walkthrough. I apologize, I took an extended lunch and these guys have been crushing it. All right, so here is where we at. Where are we at? We have ground the floor, what, twice now? Twice. Came down once and we used the medium grit to completely strip down the floor of the coating. We had obviously that failing epoxy floor from the big box store. So we had to remove that. And once we revealed that layer, I wasn't 100% satisfied. You saw in the earlier video, there were still some little markings over here. There was low spots, there were valleys where, especially where the tire sat, heavy buildup of just salt, it eroded away, there was still paint, and so we said, you know what, we're gonna do it the right way. So we brought out the grinder again, and we completely eliminated those problems. You can't tell by the lighting in here, it's a little bit weird, but we're coming through now, and we're hitting all the lower spots. Abby is coming through, doing a great job marking all the spots we're gonna fill with the CFS 2-part polyurea crackfill. You kind of see, that's kind of what we dealt with across the floor, is some of these pitted spots were too low, and you can't grind on the floor. You're taking down like another 1/4 inch. We've done a significant amount of grinding as is, so now it's just a matter of touching up, filling in these spots right here. We're gonna get these all filled with the polyurea crackfill, grind it one more time, make everything level. Miggy Smalls over here is doing a great job of chasing the cracks. He's coming through, and before we're gonna add the crackfill, we're gonna come through and we're just basically open it up. We're gonna knock off all the heavy pieces, all these little chunky monkeys right here. We can probably take it down. He's finished right here, so he hasn't even gone all the way. Yeah, take it down a little bit more and just trying to grind away all of the broken edges along of that valley here. So when we apply the material, there's none of these. You don't want to see that in your final outcome. So we're gonna go through, chase the crack right here. You can kind of see a crack that has been opened and exposed versus a crack that has not. So we're gonna come back through. I think we're probably gonna add a little bit of sand to this before we apply the crackfill material, just to help build up the profile a little bit, and that way all the material is gonna seep down. It's gonna fuse to the sand. It's gonna seep all the way into the pores and fuse from the bottom up. And then after that, this is the trace right here. You kind of see the faint line. So yeah, you definitely want to come back through. And we're using what is this, the 4-inch? Yeah, it's perfect right here. The 4-inch little angle grinder right here. It's a diamond blades right here. Just coming through and open it up. We call it chasing the crack. Chase it all the way down here. We got a crack right here, over here, and this is definitely the heavy spot. This is the high spot, right? As you round, you definitely notice like, yeah, when I was walking through, I can kind of feel and so that's where a lot of this cracking is like kind of separating from the highest point of the floor there. So not to worry, we have a really good product to take care of that. And sure, these guys killed it on the edge grinding over here. We might want to get we'll hit this again with the smaller 4-inch behind here. We'll change that when he's done, but you definitely want to come back in and all that stuff right there. I just want to make sure that all that's going before we drop the floor. And other than that, after that, I'm going to show you the perfect way to achieve a bullnose edge on your apron of the garage. This is all beat up here. It's gnarly. There's chunks missing. So we went to Home Depot earlier. Abby killed it and got some, was it Luan? Finally found the Luan board, and I'll show you how we're going to address that area with the polyurea crackfill as well as sand. But first, we got to chase all these cracks, open them up, make sure they don't come back, and yeah, that's it. That's the post-grind walkthrough. After that, I'll show you how we drop the floor. All right, let's go. Little deeper. Get in there. You're not gonna hurt it. We'll fix all that shit. You want it to break now versus later. Let's go back up near the post a little more. Right up here. If you need to switch it around. Slow down a little bit. There you go. Slow, keep. A little closer. You can even put that black, I forgot you had the black thing on the end. Alrighty folks, crack chasing complete. You saw the gist, you saw what we did. We came through with that little 4-inch diamond grinder and we came in and we exposed the cracks. Was it overkill? Maybe, but is it professional? 1000%, look at that. So we have a nice little ridge for our V, we kind of like V'd it in a little bit for our nozzle of our ketchup bottle to now come and follow. Not only has that created the channel, it's knocked off all of the heavy chunky monkeys that would have still been there should we have not done that. So, step number, I don't even know where we are on the pipeline. We are number 4, number 5, number 6, no idea. And for some reason, just so you know, it's always easier to look out this way. It's looking inwards, it's tough to see. Even when you back roll, I'm a big proponent of coming back in and looking this way. When you back roll, you can see all the imperfections. Something with the lighting, I don't know. But you're able to kind of connect the dots of where cracks would have started, would have fallen. So looking out this way is a big plus. So from here, we are going to do a quick blowout, get all the stuff here, the chunky monkeys, all the stuff in the corner, and we're going to start applying the crackfill material. We're going to do that to all the cracks, and then we're going to do the transition line. Transition line is pretty much, I think we're going to do that right now, actually. So what is a transition line? That's a great question. Transition line 102. Transition lines are, per ChatGPT, basically what they are is a separation between outside and inside. So epoxy is not UV stable. So what we have to do is you can bring full flake. You can flake all the way out to the apron here. It looks weird. So what we're going to do, we're not going to do that. We're going to cut a transition line. We're going to cut a line basically where the garage door falls, right here, and we're going to score a line. We're going to take our Sharpie and we're going to trace the edge of the garage door. If you want to try to measure and make it true, it's not going to sometimes the houses are like a little bit catty corner, so just measure what's already there. Don't try to like assume it's 4 inches off the concrete, 4 inches concrete. It's not going to be that way. It's always going to be a little bit off kilter. So we're going to drop the garage door down. We're going to trace it with the Sharpie from basically middle over there to the other middle line, and we're going to score it just similar like we did with the cracks. We're going to cut a little line right here, and that's going to delineate the inside from the outside. And so we're going to flake all the way up to this line, and out here we're going to do some heavy extra repairs for the customer because it's a top tier customer. We're going to go heavy. We're going to number one, we're going to coat this with polyaspartic tomorrow, but number two, what's most important today is we're going to clean this all up. We're going to clean up the bull nose. I'm going to show you how to create like a perfect bull nose on the edge of the driveway on the apron, so as you drive in you don't have all these rough spots. We've eliminated some of the lower spots on the concrete, but we're still going to fill this with the crackfill material. You can kind of see this little, that little crater right there. And our theorem is that's going to collect salt. That's going to collect road debris. And so as they drive in, number one, they're driving over sharp edges, and number two, they're going to be driving over pockets of what would be like chemicals and salt, bringing it back into the garage and causing the problems that we dealt with earlier. So we're doing some extra TLC. I don't think Rich charged for this, but it's going to bring in so much extra work from him. Everybody on the YouTube that's watching this right now is going to say, hire me in Massachusetts. So we're going to fill all these little low spots. Crackfill, right here, crackfill, regrind it. I'm going to form the bull nose with some Luan board that we picked up earlier and make this a perfect Looks like ash would hit this, like dinosaurs probably. Ow! Did you lower that?
Me twice.
What happened?
I did that twice.
Jeez, Malone. Same thing over here. Clean up all this is probably the worst of the candidates right here. You can kind of see all the, we're gonna make it look perfect. We're gonna be stonemasons today. So, hopefully, ow. My microphone was on during all of that. I didn't lose any of that. And let's get to crack. No, we're gonna cut your transition line. Transition lines now. We'll get right to it. Bye. All right, so step one, complete. We have dropped the garage door. Second, Rich is gonna come through with a Sharpie that doesn't exist right now. Okay, Sharpie exists.
Oh, wait a minute. Look at, we got a flat gasket. That's not good. The other one's not like that.
Can we flip
Let's
the
try
back?
that.
Can we flip it in and put it down, close it on itself? Miggy's?
Miggy's.
Or maybe tape it from the outside?
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
You're gonna have a weird.
Yeah, if we take the
Or we can maybe make a mark and stop it. Can we just make a mark over here?
And then connect it.
What's true? Like how true is true? All right, nothing is ever as it seems, and we're going extremely OCD level of detail here. So if we were to follow the little rubber grommet or the rubber boot underneath the garage door, it would have been completely untrue and not straight. It would have been wobbly and wavy, and it would have looked terrible. So we've folded that back, and now we're gonna follow that we know is true as true can be, the garage door. This wooden 16-foot garage door built for James and the Giant Peach. What are they driving in here? This is the biggest door. I've never seen doors this big. Bigger than my house. So here, what are we gonna do here, Rich? Explain to me, walk to the audience.
We're going off of this trim piece, so we pre-marked it right there. She's gonna stop her pen mark right there because this gasket bows out. But she's gonna make a little mark right here and then we'll just connect the line.
Got it. All right, connect to that type of situation. All right, let's see it in action here.
All right, you guys ready?
I was
Am I
drawn.
just holding it right up like this?
Yeah, good. I get a smidgen more, just, a little bit of an angle underneath there.
Yeah.
That'll
That
go
looks
somewhere right.
Is that black door it is?
Get like kind of underneath there, just so it's not too far. So that's kind of the length you want to get underneath the door.
Start back a little bit, that way you know you're on the same line.
Yeah, scoot back a little bit. Yeah, bigger, nice fluid steps. You don't want to have any juts.
Here comes your pen mark. Right there.
This already has a flap on it that you put under?
There's a flap on there.
Oh, okay, so we're going to be way covered. You're not even seeing any of that. That's good
And
enough.
then do a little one there, and then we'll put the dots with a straight edge. Here you go. Let's get the door up.
In theorem. Nice and straight. That's perfect. Yeah, if we were to follow that rubber, you would have been blah, 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 blah.
Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Good. All right. And then here we go.
Trying to connect the dots. Don't know what to tell my boss. Name of that artist. Anybody?
I don't know who that is.
Katy Perry? Are you kidding me? No one knows Katy Perry?
I don't know much about the songs.
Oh, yeah. You're a Bad Bunny kind of guy. I know what you are.
I'm a hip hop type of guy.
Perfection.
I'm mostly like more old school pop.
Okay. Like what, Backstreet Boys? Like how old? You're 26, so like what's old school to you?
Right over to the next
What's
Shaggy.
old school to you, my friend? Yeah, I hear the station in the truck. Whoever's jamming, like I've been jamming to some of those songs in there. Like that. Whoever's listening to Miggy, that's the Miggles Mobile. I have not needed to change the station. I'm like, all right, this is good
Oh,
tunes.
thank you for doing that. It's every time I get in my goddamn truck, I have to. How's that look?
It looks as true as the building's gonna be. So like,
Yep.
so I was gonna say, if you were gonna measure from here to there, that's one width, and if you were to measure from over there, it's gonna be way off. Nothing's ever true, especially with builders. So it's gonna end up skinnier over there and slightly. So enough of the dilly-dally. You guys got the gist. We're gonna cut it now. Let's go. Me, all right, crack your legs back. Come on, I wanted to show you the position. There you go. Trying to see. Oh, pulling a Richard.
Pulled a Richard.
That's it, Poppy. Don't be afraid to kick it a little bit more into there. I'd go over that one more time.
That's bowed out.
Yep. So we're gonna trace that again. Don't worry about that. Yeah. Yeah, see, we'll show you exactly what
See
we're
how
talking
it
about.
went in right there, you know what I mean?
So let's list this up. I'll show you the. Yes, right there. If you were to follow that, so let's take it back from the truest point that we know, which is probably somewhere right
Straight edge, babe?
here, and just retrace it. So it's no big deal. We're going to be grinding this again, so any imperfection out there, any mark, it's not a problem. Now's the time to make your mistakes and get it right.
So put the straight edge down, get some good meat on it, and we'll
right
just
there.
keep following it down.
She's right there. You want to fix that little jut.
That's where the gasket was kicked out a little bit.
Yeah, you can definitely see the. If we were to cut like that, that's not going to fly.
All right. Put the burners on a little bit here, though. We're going to do like. Okay, now we're going to slide this down, Miggle. Really kind of base it off the straight line. Don't worry about the line down here, because
Yeah, worry about the line at the end and the one you're about to connect. Yeah, those are true. Exactly. Clean that up. Come back the other way. Hey, yep, perfect.
all right.
All right.
Nice.
So we're gonna grind on that edge, right? You wanna cut that line right there. All right, cool. All right, so now we can use that same angle grinder, and we're going to diamond grind the transition line. Who's up, folks? All right, Metaglass's point of view. First of all, we're gonna get the cracks filled with the Crackfill. This is a CFS 2-part polyurea Crackfill. I mentioned that earlier. But first, I'm gonna show you how we're gonna take care of these aprons. So let's see the measuring tape over here. So our theory is we're gonna dress up the aprons for a perfect bullnose and make them nice and curved. So we're gonna use this as a straight edge. And so our goal is to come here, and we're gonna measure how far down we need to cut this. So we're dealing with probably a 2-inch lip right here. So we want to come down another 2 inches probably to drive that board into the ground. Yeah, I'd say 4 inches would definitely be enough. So we'll do 4 inches times 4, right? So we're going to cut the board in 4-inch strips because this is going to give us a true straight edge. So we're going to cut the board, we'll cut it in 4-inch strips 4 times. And what this is going to do is give us a nice true 90 when we form the edge with our CFS 2-part polyurea Crackfill. If you use tape, if you use cardboard, it's going to be undulated, it's going to be wavy. So what we want a true 90. So we're going to drive it into the ground, have it pop up just a little bit, and when we mix up our 2-part polyurea Crackfill, we're going to bring it in right to the edge, and it's going to create a nice smooth 90 degree. And then when we pull the form, we're going to shape it up, clean up all these rough edges right here that are missing, so that way when the tires come in, it's going to be a nice smooth transition. So that is the theorem. So that's what we're going to do. We'll measure in 4-inch strips. I'm going to take off. Oh, look at it. That's what you want to do. You want to have the T-square. Don't have to play games here, folks. Don't have to play games. And then from there, I'll show you what we're going to be doing with the Crackfill. I should have enough memory on my Meta glasses. Basically, we're going to mix up part A, part B. We lost the label. It came off. We have plenty more of this stuff in the truck. But this is a 2-part polyurea Crackfill. As soon as you mix this 2 parts A, part B up, you're gonna be on the clock. You have probably like maybe 2 to 3 minutes to get it into your ketchup bottle. Actually, you're gonna mix it up into your ketchup bottle. It's a 1-to-1 ratio to start. So it's 50-50, 1-to-1 ratio. So we're probably gonna mix up. He's gonna start low. Probably gonna start a little higher if we need to. So we're gonna mix up part A, part B, shake it up. And normally, if we didn't have any small repairs, we would come through, and we're gonna be doing this first. We're gonna be doing this with the Crackfill. Come in and fill in the voids. That's why it's really important to V it out with the diamond grinder. It makes it super easy to fill the cracks. Gives you something to follow. You don't have to guess. Kind of like I'm not as close, but it's giving me that channel there. Probably going to backfill it a little bit right here with some sand. This looks like this crack might go down to the substrate of the concrete there. So you can always. So I'll show you under the sand. Come in here. This comes with the crack filling kit, and you just want to come in. You can backfill a little, and you have a little broom behind me, just kind of.
How about the little chipping brush?
A chipping brush will work. That's perfect. Yep. Come back in, and you can fill it in like this. Give yourself a little bit of a valley. Don't go too. Probably go up a little bit closer. Give her some right there. So don't bring it up level. You want it to sit a little bit below the surface. But the theorem is to not let the viscous material, once you start to mix it up, it's going to be watery. But as it starts to set up, it's going to start to congeal. So you're going to lose too much if you were just to dump it in there right away. So backfilling it with sand, definitely a solid solution. And this material is going to embed into the sand. So basically, it's going to start viscous, and it's going to work its way into both sides of the concrete as well as the sand, and fuse from there. So you can go through any deep cracks. You don't need to see much right there. You let the polyurea crack fill fix that. But anywhere where you kind of see it like really go down into the surface of the concrete, everything else we're going to get filled first with this with the crack fill. And then I'll show you what it looks like versus the other one. So they're measuring up the, look at that. Let's check this out. Alrighty, let's get this mixed up. These guys are cutting the form right here. Burning daylight, so I'm just gonna jump on it and get this going. Part A, part B. Keep the cap separate so you know which one's which. And 50-50 ratio. You know, just because of the amount, I'm gonna go straight to 100. I see what Rich did there, but I ain't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Let's mix it up. So, 1-to-1 ratio. 100 plus 100 equals 2. Last I checked, take it. And it's not super hot today, so I'm not going to be super stressed about it, but usually, oh boy, buying the cheap ketchup bottles over here, huh? Unbelievable. All right, come back through. Just like this. That's all you have to do. Look at that, perfect. Perfect amount of sand. You still want it to sit up a little bit. It's probably going to go a little bit lower once you get in there. But you can always go over this a few times. And you're going to know the material is going to start to set up once the bottle gets hot. It gets super hot. And it turns into a gray. If you don't get it out of the bottle soon enough, it'll clog up the nose, the nozzle. So with this, it kind of all depends on the humidity, temperature. But for the most part, this is perfect. The channel made a big difference. I can sort of feel it getting warmer. Now through here. And so it's going to dry to a gray finish. It starts dark, like whatever this is, opaque. And then turns light gray. All right, so that's 100. That's almost exactly. It's starting to set up a little bit. And what you can do, you can bore that hole up a little bit, get like a little. But you don't want to leave any material in there. You're up and out. All right, let's get going. All right, 22 hours later, Rich and Miguel have finished cutting 4 pieces of wood. Jesus Christ. All right, so what we're going to do here, folks, wasn't thorough enough here earlier. We're going to use this as a straight edge. We're going to hammer this down into the lip of the face of the apron here, and going to fill this with the 2-part polyurea, crackfill, and sand. You kind of see all the craters that we have right here. So our goal is to mix up some sand and some polyurea crackfill, mix it up, bring it over and fill in and make sure all of these little voids are perfect. So what you need to do, just like if you've done any concrete before, just make yourself a form. We've cut these little pieces of wand board, kind of, if you want to saw cut, sizzle that in for me a little bit down there. And all you want is just something to, we're going to add some weights on the back so it doesn't pull up in the front. Need something, we might need to dig it out just a smidgen. But not if we backfill it. Well, it's getting out there pretty good. It's getting out there. You gotta saw it in. Do something like this. Ugh.
Cut up some out pieces.
Yeah, let's measure. So we're gonna have like what, a 2-foot gap over there. So we're gonna add in, hammer it in a little bit, drive it down. Keep going a little bit more. We don't need much. There's not gonna be a lot of pressure. We're not talking like 3,500 PSI concrete. We just need enough to form a straight edge. So that's pretty close. And so when we back, let's put something up against the edge. What can we use against the edge here, do you think?
Babe, we need to think of something that we can pop into here to put a little pressure down in there.
Weights, dirt, more dirt, rocks, or something just to give us that. But in the meantime, let's keep cutting.
Miguel, we're gonna need the right size there.
Yeah, whatever that is. Bring it from this piece of wood right yonder to this. Give or take like 23 and what? 1/4 was that? I suck at math.
23 1/4 or
We
so.
need the right.
What?
Well, where's the square? The small one.
Just make a quick cut. It doesn't need to be perfect. We can always make adjustments. Always make adjustments. All right.
The little square. You know which one I'm talking about?
The one we're using?
Black handle, little tiny square. It's the only L with a black handle.
Perfect. Actually fits pretty perfect.
I don't know where it is, but
Some parts.
We're using it.
yeah, well, I don't
You don't need much, but just enough to keep the weight on. And what you could also do is get some like some tape and joist it over there. But that's the theorem that we want to do, and we're going to mix up a little crackfill, and I'll show you how we're going to address this and make it beautiful. All right. Alrighty, we have been formed up. We've got a little back support on the apron there, and we're going to mix up the mixture. So, coming over here, same process as before. Abby, would you mind grabbing another box of the crackfill? We're probably going to run out if I were a wager. All right, so we're going to mix up 100, 100, 2-to-1 ratio, 1-to-1 ratio. Mix it up here, and the only difference is, so I'm going to put it in my measured mixing bowl, and add sand. So this is what we're going to do. Add 2 to 3 cups of sand. Not cups, but I'll show you what the consistency that I'm looking for. 2, that's too light. You need more than that. That's 3. That's 4. That's going to be close. You don't want it too wet, but you don't want it too dry. It's like porridge. That's 5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 handfuls of sand we're getting there, maybe 6. That's 6 handfuls of sand, and I think we're going to be in the 7 range. One more. Oh, beautiful. Already ready to go. All right, so that's it right there. That's what we want. Nice, consistent, malleable. And what we're going to do, going to come in, and we're just going to drop it off. Going to smear it in here. Now, if you could make me a 100, 100, I put gloves on, 100, 100, drop it in there, and roughly 6 handfuls of that.
You want me to mix it all together, 100, 100 in here?
Yeah,
Or separate?
measure 100 of the A, 100 of the B, drop it into here,
Yep.
and then add your sand. That'd be helpful. Thank you. All right, so come in here. I'm just going to work it in. Work away from side to side. Fill in all the, you want to kind of push it out here. That's what we had that bull nose for. Here, can we get a little back support over here, if you don't mind, on this edge? Yeah, so we're going to push it up against here, and our goal is to create somewhat of a 90-degree edge. Yep, right up here. And anywhere else you see loose on the other end, you see what I'm doing? I'm kind of pushing up against it, so I don't want it to... So you see any soft spots, get in there, make a level, push it in, push it over. So the goal on the first push, get it over on the bull nose, and then worry about the stuff on the back end here. But you're more worried about shaping the bull nose right now. Nice and smooth. Push it in. Let me see the, no, wait, a little more sand. Wait, see, yeah, more sand. I think my hands might be a little. I'll tell you when the consistency. Let's get her something mixed with, Miguel.
Something to start with.
So I'll take or he wants to give me the trowel. What's this? Where's the hand trowel?
The big one we got.
Yeah, give me the big one. More sand? More sand on that? That's not good enough. That's too thick or too viscous. And so make the level. The more level you make it now, the less grinding you're gonna have to do later. So just make it nice and smooth. More sand? One more handful. No, you want to be consistent, so like try to get a scoop so you know the final.
Oh.
Yeah, so I did about 7. That's pretty good right there. That's what you want to see. Over here.
Mix up another one or hold it?
Hold off right now. Let me have the big one. Yeah, we probably could have used a little more sand in that next one. See, I don't want it to run off the face.
Yeah.
So next time, try to get a little more sand. I did about 7, so maybe if Abby's doing it, maybe 8. I saw it out on the buckets. I saw it out. Was I missing it? Clean as you go. Get all that boogers up here so you don't have to grind that again. And ideally, you make the same texture every time. With a little bit, where it starts to water off like that, that's when you know it's a little too thin. You're just going to kind of burn it on the front of the... All right, take that. Come back in one more time. Yeah, put it in that. Yeah, it's a little thicker. You can really get in there, but as it sets up, you can still play with it. So even if you're a little low right there, as you know, in a minute or two, just come back. Yeah, get all this up now. Don't put that. That's nasty. That needs to get out. Unless you have to grind. I don't want to grind that again. I could be cleaner. How about being clean?
Yep. She good to start mixing or you want to hold it?
She can start mixing. Just a little more sand next time.
I hope we have enough sand to the outside. I think I wonder if Depot sells this type of fine sand.
It would be playground sand. It's very hard to find. They sell the brown sand, but it has a lot of moisture in it. The playground sand, like I try to go get it in a pinch. Not really. Who has it? There's local companies that have it. It's just not Home Depot doesn't really sell the finest of the fine. A little more sand, one more. It has a little bit of water up top. You see that little puddle?
Yeah.
It's almost there. All right.
Yeah, it's
That's
starting
money.
to set up. It's pulling it out of the holes down here.
That's money right here. Put this up here.
Let me see a trowel for a second. See if I can fix this back.
Yeah, so you want to fix the bull nose first, and then work your way back and try to fill any spalls.
Oh, okay.
So start at the front, push back, and then anything back here, we're going to get again.
All right.
Versus trying to rob. The bull nose is kind of what we're focusing on right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're probably going to mix up another and go over this. We'll probably go jump over to the other one after I finish the bull nose.
Yeah.
See what this does, and then mix up, and then come back and hit the spalls, some of the bigger boogers in the. Oh. I could use no, not for this one. We're good. I think this is gonna.
Yeah, because you just.
Can I get some? I'll take that scraper and acetone while we wait and just clean this while we set up.
Grab a bag real quick, everybody. And the acetone. Grab the half
Yeah, especially if you get into coving, you gotta keep your tool super clean as you paint it big.
I see.
Alrighty, we've got apron number 1 quasi finished for the most part, and so kind of see here it's still a little wet. When you jimmy it like this, you don't want to see that much flex. You don't want to see that reflection flex. So over here we're starting to set up. It's getting hard. Yep, right there. And honestly, we probably could have laid a piece of tape down to make our life a little bit easier. Laid a piece of blue tape. Makes this easier to pull the form. Shouldn't be an issue as long as you get this off sooner rather than later. Thank you. So you can kind of see where it starts to, and we're always going to grind to shape this up, obviously. But you kind of push it away. See what you're up to a little too early, maybe like 2 or 3 more minutes, and you kind of see you don't want to separate the bull nose from the form, but you don't want to sit on there too long because you're not going to get it off. Double-edged sword. Pull these off right now. Just give it a little tap. Just give it a little shake-a-roo. Let it know you're coming for it. Let it know, hey, you ain't gonna be here forever. You see how it's jiggling right there? That's too wet right there.
I don't know, that's looking pretty good.
All right, not a lot of sand left on the mix here, so we're gonna focus primarily on the bull nose, and then everything else is pretty much fillable with the even if we were just to use the polyurea on the smaller stuff. So let's focus on the bull nose right now. Pull this nice and tight and get it in there. Start on the right. That's pretty good over there. I don't see any maybe. You don't want to fill anything you don't have to fill. Yeah, I guess I'll take the next one with not so much use the rest of the sand, but make it consistent. Like use maybe 50-50, you know, of the mix. Don't make whatever sand left we have to try to make it huh?
You want to spray with the same amount of crack filler?
I don't want it to be too runny, so you got to put, yeah, just put the same amount of crack filler. No, probably you're going to because I don't think you're going to have enough sand to match what we've been doing, right?
I don't think so.
So maybe half of what you've been doing for the crack filler?
50-50.
Yeah, start with 50. See what 50 looks like.
You know what I mean? This amount.
Yeah, start with 50-50. Or it's actually, you're better off starting with 25-25. Split that in half and then add another. Does that make sense? It's easier to add more than take away sand. Yeah, no, it's just more of those.
Nice little upgrade, you know?
Yep. Since we're running low. And then we'll just mix up like another wet mix and just kind of go over everything again before the crack fill.
Yeah, I think that's the end of the sand.
All right, see where we're at here. Yeah, so we're getting close to the danger zone here. All right, we're getting to the danger zone of where we need to pull this form. What the hell is this little thing? Boom. Money. Money. Oh, that's money right there. A little bit coming. Yeah, still a little wet right there. Okay, so we're breaking it right there. And that's what I'm seeing. Money. We're going to come back in. We're going to grind this. Clean this all up with the 4-inch grinder, but we now have perfected the mold of the 90 degrees. Way better than what we had before. All right. I'm on the clock over here.
You want him to pull that mold?
It's a little too wet on that left side. All the sand left, huh?
There's a tiny little bit left.
Let's get that. Let's mix that up. Whatever we have left. Give me everything you have. Every piece of sand you got.
Every piece of sand, including help her out.
Yeah, this consistency is solid right here. So, whatever this is.
I wasn't anticipating this, otherwise I should have just grabbed him with fucking sand. I grabbed him.
It's one of those you should have. I'm telling you, it's always now you know for the next one. Now you know for the next one. So what? Well, we can dress this up a little bit. I'll mix it up. I'll dress it up with a little more extra we have.
Like you said too, this is gonna look 100 times better than what it was.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, you got any little more? Nothing?
Sean, careful.
Oh shit, yes.
Not even remotely enough.
Okay.
25.
All right, I'll take that. Let me see what you got.
Basic.
Repair this that we just messed up a little bit.
You want me to open the crack up a little, let that fall in there?
Not yet. Okay, we should be.
Well, actually, yeah, because.
Where's my thing? Where's my thing about her?
What's he called, Charles?
I can finish this, right?
think we took, how many pounds of sawdust, of dust out of here?
Hundreds of pounds. Easy, yeah. It was a lot. Shoot through it was really soft concrete. It was a blessing and a curse.
Because this is what they call in the old days a hot, when we poured this concrete, it was called a hot load.
Yeah.
It sat in a truck for a long time.
Okay.
It felt like rubber.
Sure.
So instead of having like, you know, a 4,000 pound mixer, you probably got like a
2,000?
20 years.
2,500 or something.
Okay.
Because it sat so long that the thing was getting like rubber. I remember when we built the
Ah, that explains a lot.
house, I
Okay.
almost sent the load back.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
guy was so late, he had a problem with the truck, and he came late, and the shit was in the truck like for
Too
10
long.
hours.
Sure. Yeah, got.
So this is the result.
Yeah. No. Well, it's gonna look a lot better than it does right now. So,
Yeah.
looking forward to it. Looking forward to it.
So you guys have touch-up paint?
To touch
Alrighty, it is time to drop this floor. Pay attention because I'm only going to do this once. What do we have here? All right, we have a 93% solid epoxy primer. This is a 500 square foot kit, a 500 square foot kit. So this is total 1,000 square feet for an 806 square foot garage floor. So we're going to break into one of these kits. I know for a fact we're going to go through one of these, and then we're going to mix up roughly 3 gallons for the remaining 306 square feet. So basically, we've run this math through, my wife has already run this math through Claude, and we'll put this right here. Boop. Take a screenshot of that, and this is the math. So after we're done mixing up our first 500 square foot kit, we're going to need roughly 3 gallons left. So we're going to use 157 ounces of part A and roughly 78 ounces of part B. So if we need it, we're going to say, let's mix it up. And this is going to be our mixing cup. We only have 64 ounces on here. Next time, we're going to get a bigger mixing bin so we can measure up this gallons a little bit wider and larger. But we're going to fill it up basically 1 times 64, 1 times 64. That's 124 minus the difference of 157. We're going to need a roughly 28 ounces left over. So we're going to take all of that, part A, put it into a bucket, and the remainder, we're going to need 80 gallons of part B, right? Or 78 ounces, excuse me, 80 gallons. Yeah, right. 78 ounces of part B. So fill it up 1 time to 64, and the remainder roughly to 15 right there, 15-ish right there. So that's going to be part B. Should we need to tap into the additional square footage, which we're probably going to need to. So that's going to be this 93% solid epoxy primer, and then we're going to do the exact same thing with the 100% solid epoxy intermediate coat. Might not need as much because after we put down the primer coat, tends to not use as much material as the intermediate, but we're still going to keep the ratios on point anyway, so we're not all over the place. So we're going to get this cracked open, going to get it mixed up, show you what it looks like here. Part A, part B, they're going to do that. Open this one of these for me real quick, and the squeegee. All right.
All right, somebody come over here, let's open up.
Yeah, so while they get that open, I'll show you real quick what the goal is with the material after we get it mixed up. We're going to be uniform, consistent. We're going to pour a bead, start in the back corner, work away. Going to drop 1 whole bucket of material. Start in the back, work our way up the front. Going to take my handy dandy squeegee here. Going to gingerly squeegee the material into the corner and work my way out. My goal, angle my broom, angle my squeegee. I want to keep a little bit ahead of me. I like to keep the puddle. I'll show you where I'm going to be going at once I get this material. 3-minute rule on the Metaglasses, apologize from there, but I like to keep the pad of my material as similar when I'm seal coating, just in the front, kind of at an angle. If I go this way, it's going to push back and go against the wall. But I am going to leave a trail, a little booger, a little snail trail along the edge of the wall as I squeegee. I'm going to kind of keep out. I'll go a little lighter. Like there. And boom, there's going to be a little trail. Ow! I'm really lucky that didn't cut my head open. I have a 6-inch roller. So then we're going to come with a little 6-inch roller. I'll show you all the materials over there in a second. And basically roll along the edge of the garage with the 6-inch roller. I'm going to squeegee all the way out. Probably going to mix up that next bin somewhere around here-ish. See how far we get. And then squeegee the rest out. And then use my back roller. This is the squeegee. This is the extendable 18-inch booster back roller. This is what we're gonna use to, I'm not gonna put it on the ground because I don't wanna get it dusty. But once my material's down, I'm going to back roll. Basically lay a nice, even, consistent pad across the floor. Oh, we got a bug, get that bug out of there. Back roll my primer coat, come back in, mix up my intermediate coat, and do the exact same thing again. Show you how we all do that. It's mixing time, baby. It is mixing time, and mixing time, and mixing time. Alrighty, literally just had a heart attack. Last but not least, you have to have the pigment. With the Contractor series, they used to have the material pre-mixed, but to save a few bucks, use the Contractor series, and you have to add the pigment yourself. So when we mix up, we can start mixing now. Actually, spikes, the spikes are good, right? Let's go through the tools that we're gonna need. Let's bring over 2 pairs. Who's gonna be on the floor with me?
I'm gonna be out there.
Okay, so you and me. So we're gonna need 2 pairs of spikes for you and me.
Yep, and then another one with the 6-inch, or actually I think we only
Beautiful. I will start. Mix it up. All right, so part B is going in now. We've already dropped part A into the bucket. Let me get this, careful, nothing in your eyes. Crack open that pigment. I gotta get my tripod set up. You get the gist. We're gonna mix up part A. All right, so final order of operations. I was explaining to the guys, we're gonna bead out. We're gonna start in this corner. Miguel's gonna be on the chip brush, gonna be dipping in to the bead, working his way and brushing along the edges. Rich to start is gonna be with the 6-inch roller, picking hopefully back up where Miguel left off, and I'm gonna be on the squeegee for the first few passes, but Rich needs to be on the squeegee. It's very important that he learns this application method. So I'm gonna be pushing for the first, come here, buddy. You're gonna be, oh, you're gone, too far gone. Oh, sorry, man. All right, so yeah, that's the order of operations. I think we're good on, I think it's pretty mixed. Nice little consistent bead. And now we're gonna use this whole kit. It's gonna be roughly 500 square feet. All right. I'll take the squeegee. Yeah, I didn't go very far, huh? I didn't go very far at all. All right. So, gonna leave my little rat tail I was talking about right there. That's enough just for Richard. And Richard, you always want to dip that brush, that roller, into the primer first.
Yeah.
Don't ever go dry.
Yeah.
So nice and consistent. A little bit right there. Honey. I'm gonna get the first couple things going. Like I said, I want to get Rich on this, but I don't want to. I got to make sure we have enough material, which we should. I'm not super worried about it. And the primer coat, you don't need to be super. It's not going to be pretty. It's a primer coat, folks. The goal is to get it down and back roll it. All right, you see how I'm right in the middle of the. Here, let's have you pick up Rich real quick. Keep that roller by you. I'm gonna have you switch. I'll take that real quick. I want to see you push on this.
Yep.
You know, all these bugs just decided to come into the garage. We've been here all day.
Yep.
That's a little bit too much. We want to conserve as much as we can. All right, I'm going to kick this here. And so, Rich, rock with me. Let's see what you got right there.
I gotta get.
Push it a little more harder. Not too far. Keep it in. No, you see you're leaving too much behind.
You can go this way. You can put this over here.
Too much?
What the fuck is going on?
Mm-hmm.
More of an angle.
More of an angle. Good, you got a lot in that corner. You can probably push down. You don't want to keep that yet. Good. Don't take too much in the corner. You don't want to lose that. You don't want to lose that in the corner. Try to keep, if you can, sorry, move that, oh, see, that's what I didn't want to do. Didn't want to do that. Okay. Yeah, keep too much in the corner there. Kind of push it out. Give yourself a little landing pad if you can.
Gotcha.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right. Yeah, definitely more of an angle. All right, try that. Every bit matters. So that's too much of a rat look right here. You can't have that. That's too much of back roll.
Yeah, I'll come out. Let me come back and get it again.
And you don't want to do that. No, you just gotta come stop halfway and just.
I got you.
You can't. The stuff you got, it's gonna set up in like 45 minutes. So you got to be somewhat. Yeah, you got to be somewhat quick with it.
Does this go halfway through the garage?
Huh?
I hope this makes it.
We have a whole other kit, so I'm not worried about it. Don't worry. You don't want to be stressed. So here, push.
Yep, I got you.
No, walk with me. Walk with me. You cut. So you want to be maybe a little more inside. Yep. From here. Push down a little bit. I pick it. Yep. Go. Don't get too much at that pole. You want to be careful. Yep. Good. Yeah, push that down. Not too far. That's good right there. Just so you have enough to pick back up. Good. And I push this in front of the pole now.
Yep. I'll go right around. I'm gonna do like this.
Yeah, and pick this all up right here, like this side. Around the clock.
There we go.
Try to get that going like there. Boom. We want to be a little bit quicker, I'd say. If we can.
Okay.
I know we're training, but just try to keep in mind. Right here. Boom. Leave me a little. You can push down. A little rat tail for me. If you really get sassy. All right. See what you got.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna turn around. I'm not gonna look. Miguel, over here, if you can, we'll jump on the left side.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on this side.
Yeah, but I don't want you to get too far. You won't be able to walk in it if I get too far ahead of me, you know? So you got to go from like left to right, left to right.
Rat tail.
That sounds good. I like that pace. That's clickety clackety. That's kind of what you want to hear. That pace. Abby, let's mix up that. We're definitely going to need that 3 kit. Let's mix up that additional kit.
Does she have to do it that weird way now?
I would do the ratio. Yep.
The next kit, we need to mix it up the way that we figured out on the map.
Yep. All right, always wet your back roller. You never want to go dry. I always start left to right. So extend out. Let me see your brush real quick, Miguel. Dip a little bit. Give me a little nuance. See, I see this right here. We want to make sure we get all that right there with the roller. All right, that's good. All right, so back rolling. Easy.
What am I doing from here?
When we get more material.
Yeah, touch one, just kiss it in there. Dip it a little bit and just drop it in there. Just kiss it in there with the brush gingerly.
Okay.
You got plenty. Yeah.
You want me inside the crack?
Yep, yep. And so just like this, I'm gonna extend it out a little bit. We're working our way to this pole right here. So stay right here.
Yep.
As much as you can. And the goal is just to knock it down. It doesn't have to be pretty right now.
Yep.
Nice. We're still, I hear it. You kind of know when it gets chatty. It's gonna get hard to roll and you're gonna, so don't be pretty here. Just nice, straight. Come down.
Yep.
Push up halfway. I'm using that bowl. I'm using the middle pole again as my guide.
Mark?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Right there.
Yeah, you're 50% over on it.
Yep. And try to kiss that edge in the front so there's no.
Yeah,
Right
there's
it.
no wall or
Yep. Holidays up there. And again, this can be ugly. Your goal is just to get it in.
Yep.
And down. Back roll here.
Here, I'll take over.
I can't hear what she's doing. She's saying she's talking to me.
Yeah.
What's that?
Remind me how much of this dry paste I'm putting in? Because I just did that special mix, right?
been chatty.
When it's getting close, I'll put. You keep going. You keep going. It's gonna be tight. I won't close you in just yet. A little bit. Beautiful. Yeah, we're gonna mix up. We're only gonna need one of those intermediates. 1,000%.
Oh, yeah, because this coat's already on, right?
Yeah, I'm confident about that. A little extra, but hey, what can you do? Okay. Can I see that 6-inch small roller real quick, anybody? I have no idea. Thank you. Oh, that's...
You put spice on too, you could probably run that 4-inch up the wall here. Right, should we run the 4-inch up the wall?
It wouldn't hurt. It definitely wouldn't hurt.
Yeah.
Just to knock down any heavies.
And then I'm gonna turn around and get ready.
Hold on, let me squeegee this out one more time here. Uh-oh. Hey, Meta, stop recording. All right, so we're at the end of the first back roll on the primer coat, and we're just going to come through one more time and try to identify any holidays. And from what I'm seeing, with a low spot right here, let's get back in the light. Right there on that low spot, the grinder looks like maybe the grinder head went a little too low, but there's a little puddle right there. You don't want to have that type of holiday. You want to roll that out one more time. So he's going to touch the corner, and he's going to come back one more time. And just for practice, I was mentioning, just try to be consistent when you're back rolling. You don't want to have starts and stops at different positions, so try to identify your stop point and match it up for the most part for that. It doesn't matter on the primer intermediate coat, but for like top coats and stuff, if you're doing one side and then the other side, you don't want the middle to be just differentiated. I do one solid back roll anyway on my final stroke, but say this were a top coat, you would definitely show more in the middle. Yeah, one more time, left to right, and we're good. Whole primer, yep.
Same direction, right, Sean?
Yep.
I guess I'll start right about here.
It's always easier to see the imperfections looking outwards when the light's coming in. It's always easier to see looking outward, so that's a... All right, round two, intermediate coat. We are definitely not going to need all of this. I'd say, I'm probably going to put down half right now. But based on what we used on the primer coat, I don't want to have too much. So beat out. I doubt we're going to have to tap into the next kit. I doubt. All right. One more time. You're going to be on chippy brush duty real quick. And I'm going to be squeegeeing if you want to hand me the squeegee. Or Rich can start squeegeeing. All right.
Oh man, that takes...
It's all good. Here, hold this real quick for me. All right, same like we did before. Bring it down. Rich, you want to do the honors? You want to hit this one?
Yeah, go for it. That way we can get this done. And when you want me to take over, you just let me know.
Just going to do the same thing we did on the either. You probably should do the bending over. Let Rich do the 4-inch. And you do exactly what you did with the primer. Just put it in underneath the tape. Make sure we get good coverage. All right, so I'm barely putting any head pressure on the squeegee.
He doesn't need to be here with the chip brush, right?
Huh? It wouldn't hurt just to get underneath there real quick. Once he's out of your way.
Did you leave me a little tail over there?
You should have one. It's hard to see, but you should definitely have one. Push this down, give yourself a little landing strip right there. Make sure that doesn't bleed into the side, but I'll be back over to pick that up. Barely any head pressure. Look, I'm barely lifting it up. It's more about angling it in the front of me. Sorry, Miguel. One step back, keeping your wind. Actually, give me a second. Let me get out of your way. Let me do this here for you. Get that down there. There you have a nice strip. Shouldn't see you back here for a minute. Alrighty, back roll number 1 of the intermediate coat. Came out perfect. Came out perfect. We were a little bit, we didn't use nearly as much, obviously, on the first, as we did on the first round. So we had to scoop up a little bit of the intermediate coat, but I didn't want to push it back like I did the primer. If I push too much back, we're going to end up with too much, and we're way more propensity for holidays. So as long as you do a thorough squeegee application and I have excess, I know I hit my square footage. I'm not worried. Did I use too little? Did I not use enough? 100% I know I used enough. So you just don't push it back this way. Just holidays. This actually looks perfect right now. We're going to come one more time. Excuse me, I'll edit that part out. This is kind of like a preliminary knockdown roll. Explaining to Rich, we're going to try to knock out all these heavy stuffs right here. So you don't back roll, all that's going to bleed through all that flake. So as you can see right here, look at that. Just like that. So we're going to go one time all the way from the right to the left. We're going to go one more time back just to make sure we're completely matte and level. And then we are going to start flaking and get out of what is it? Peabody, Massachusetts. Peabody. All right, I got it. That's how you throw flake, folks. All day long. Take it, hand, woo, just like that. Just like that. I am out of flake. We're gonna get some more. Drop off and reload. Looking good, looking good. That's good. I'll take that. One more in the pipeline here for Mr. Richard. All right, let's blow this popsicle stand. I'm gonna go. Let's go, baby. Burn, baby, burn. Flake. I'm done training. Trying not to get too much on the outside, but you want to definitely, get enough to get that apron.
Yep.
Over here, always get in the corner, up, corner, up. Kiss that edge right there. I kiss the right here. Yep. Oh, we're gonna go over many more times. Yeah, we're not even close. No. You start to go heavy in one area, you're gonna start making it. So just know we're gonna go back.
Good.
All right, more.
Yeah, we're gonna get filled up here. Miguel, you want to fill me with some
I'm looking
flake?
for the line. Box something.
Okay.
All right.
So we might have ended up with a whole box that we don't even have to hold it.
A flake?
Yeah.
Yeah. And get another 5. Get 2 5-gallons filled up. The more. Watch out, Rich. Muévelo su culo.
Now you're going north and south?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you want me to start? Right here?
Thank you.
We're going
Yeah,
heavier this
take it
time?
one step over.
Okay.
One more. All right, now we go. Ready? All right, still consistent. Same way you did it. Step. Come on, I'm gonna go fast. So you're gonna be higher, a little more and higher, a little more and higher, a little more and higher. Step, a little more and higher, a little more and higher. Right here. A little higher, a little higher, a little more, a little higher. We got a lot of flake. No, don't want to do that. A little higher. Fan that shit. Nope, keep going. Right here.
Which side you want?
This in here. What? This guy fucking talking about? So Phil, Papacita. Gotta be conmigo.
Yep.
You're doing little chicken flakes. You gotta be consistent.
Yep.
You keep saying yeah, but you're not yapping. Let's go. Move me. Yep, higher. Step. Flake and 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 step. That's it. A little higher. There you go. Flake and step. Flake. That's it. We're going to be over here. Make sure we get more than we think we need on that apron right here. Over here. Flake and step. Flake and step. Can you guys bring the flake over here on this side so I don't have to walk as far?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. A little light over here. But we'll finish the, yeah, we're going to turn it back around. Right here. And you can kind of, just so you can kind of see how we're light, that's, you don't want that. You can kind of see just a hue darker, which would be a holiday tomorrow.
You can see something.
This gray right here, we're light right here. Very light. One, the spacing between the flake and that side. So we're going to start on the edge over here.
I gotta get a new bucket.
Oh, okay. So I'll just clean this up. And maybe one more on the high end. Come with me. Start back over here. Yep. Finish that up. Good. And we'll go east to west again.
Oh, yeah, I can see it when you don't do it right. It does come.
Yep. Oh, if I can twist that. Little light. See that corner over there? That's light to me. That's so you want to get that. Yep. Little light. Don't do great. You want to be fan. Don't you start go direct. You're gonna start leaving. Yeah, just one more full. We should be fine with that. Between what Rich and I have. That's 2 boxes.
Yeah, 2 boxes.
So that's 80 pounds. That's plenty. That's gonna be plenty.
You want me to go for another box?
No. There's no need right now. This is gonna be fucking.
And then it's not fair to this bucket.
And we're looking for the shinies, right?
Yep. Alrighty, so we have a little bit of flake up, sides tapping into the last box. So our goal here is just to go through and look for any shiners, any shiny spots that could be bleeding through. And I see nothing. I think our back rolling was pretty perfect. So I'm going to throw a little more where I think we might need it. And we're going to call it a day, folks, because we have thrown down way more enough flake than we should, as per full rejection. Maybe right here, just can kind of see right there. That's a good example of a holiday right there. And you really want to have a good eye. It's hard to see it until you don't see it.
Yeah, so I'll back off slowly.
And sometimes it takes a minute for. Yeah. Oh, he's maybe it's a good point. I'll show you what happens. As you pull the tape, there's going to be a little bit of a gap of epoxy. So as he pulls the tape, just always come here. And exactly right. You're going to leave little strips like that. So it's always leave yourself more flake than you think you're going to need. If we were out of flake right now, it'd be not the end of the world. You can always touch us up tomorrow with the polyaspartic. I'll show you a little trick of the trade, how to do that. But other than that, man, Miguel, I get the tape off the floor just so you're not pulling any. Yeah, get all of it off the floor. Yeah, keep that in your hand.
Ball it up, buddy.
And your best friend in this world is gloves, my friend, the gloves. So you're not like all sissy nanny. I don't want to get epoxy on my finger. Oh, my finger. Oh, I gotta wash my finger. Mm.
Yes, you are.
Even finish that sentence.
Unbelievable.
I don't mind getting dimes already.
All right, folks, that's pretty much it. That is day 1. What time is it? I don't even want to know what time it is.
You don't want to know.
8?
8:20.
8:20. Ooh, 12 hours and 20 minutes officially on this project, folks. I guarantee you no epoxy company would have done what we did today, would have taken it to the level. I promise you, absolutely none. In the country. I dare you to find another company to do what we did for free, nonetheless, for free. For free. So that's it. We'll be back tomorrow. We're going to scrape everything, do our polyaspartic top coat, and call it a project complete. Rich, anything? Any parting words?
Parting words.
Till tomorrow.
Yep.
At least till tomorrow.
For tomorrow.
All right. Yeah, I got this little dressed up right here.
Yep. We're gonna have to get some of the middle of it too, Sean, so we still have tape on the middle there.
One more time?
We still have tape on the wall right there.
Oh, okay, yeah. And if you need to, you always can crack it a little bit. It's actually, I mean, have it for the next job.
Yep.
You touched my ass.
You like that, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Alrighty, so we have a little bit of flake up, sides tapping into the last box. So our goal here is just to go through and look for any shiners, any shiny spots that could be bleeding through. And I see nothing. I think our back rolling was pretty perfect. So I'm gonna throw a little more where I think we might need it. And we're gonna call it a day, folks, because we have thrown down way more enough flake than we should, as per full rejection. Maybe right here, just can kind of see right there. That's a good example of a holiday right there. And you really want to have a good eye. It's hard to see it until you don't see it.
Yeah, so I'll back off slowly.
And sometimes it takes a minute for. Yeah. Oh, he's maybe it's the point. I'll show you what happens. As you pull the tape, there's going to be a little bit of a gap of epoxy. So as he pulls the tape, just always here, come here. And exactly right. You're going to leave little strips like that. So it's always leave yourself more flake than you think you're going to need. If we were out of flake right now, it'd be not the end of the world. You can always touch us up tomorrow with the polyaspartic. I'll show you a little trick of the trade, how to do that. But other than that, man, Miguel, I get the tape off the floor just so you're not peeling any. Yeah, get all of it off the floor. Yeah, keep that in your hand.
Ball it up, buddy.
And your best friend in this world is gloves, my friend, the gloves. So you're not like all sissy nanny. I don't want to get epoxy on my finger. Oh, my finger. Oh, I gotta wash my finger. Mm.
Yes, you are.
I'll even finish that sentence.
Unbelievable.
I don't mind getting down dirty.
All right, folks, that's pretty much it. That is day one. What time is it? I don't even want to know what time it is.
You don't want to know.
8?
8:20.
8:20. Ooh, 12 hours and 20 minutes officially on this project, folks. I guarantee you no epoxy company would have done what we did today, would have taken it to the level. I promise you, absolutely none in the country. I dare you to find another company to do what we did for free, nonetheless, for free. For free. So that's it. We'll be back tomorrow. We're going to scrape everything, do our polyaspartic top coat, and call it a project complete. Rich, anything? Any parting words?
Parting words.
Till tomorrow.
Yep.
At least till tomorrow.
For tomorrow.
All right. Yeah, I got this little dressed up right here.
Yep. We're going to have to get some in the middle of it too, Sean, so we can still have tape on the middle there.
One more time?
We still have tape on the wall right there.
Okay, yeah. And if you need to, you always can crack it a little bit. It's actually, I mean, have it for the next job.
Yep.
Oh, you just touched my ass.
You like that, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Alrighty, day 2 starts right meow. This is it, folks. The results of 12 hours and 20 minutes on this floor yesterday. We are halfway home. In case you missed it and you skipped ahead, shame on you. We did a lot of work yesterday. We had to grind, remove the failing system. We had to fix cracks. We had to fix spalls. We came back in and we did the repair on the apron. It did not look like that yesterday. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Look at that edge. Look at that edge. Oh, it's gorgeous. After that, we came back in and we did a 93% solid epoxy primer, 100% solid epoxy intermediate coat. And then as you can see, we threw 80 pounds of flake on this bad boy. Lots and lots of flake. What is this? This is gravel, right? What's the gravel flake? Beautiful color. Yeah, so then today we're going to be coming through and we're going to be doing the scraping. Very important with this part. You don't want to go crazy with it. We're going to be scraping the floor north, south, east to west. So we're going to be removing all these excess flakes that you see here. Not going to look like the TV static. And yeah, bringing down the floor to pretty much, there's definitely going to be a layer of flake, but not as much as you see here. So what's really important when you scrape is you just consistent lines. You don't want to scrape left. You don't want to do zigzags. You just want to be nice and consistent. You'll see how I do that with the tools in the video when I start that. And then after we're done scraping, we're going to reclaim the flake and then apply our signature low odor concrete floor solutions 2C 2-component polyaspartic top coat. It's low odor, doesn't smell. You can stick your head in the bucket after you mix it and it does not smell at all. Super, super durable. It's one of the best top coats that you can put on the floor. It's going to be really super easy to clean. It's going to give it its signature orange peel type of finish when we finish the back roll. And yeah, I'll explain all that when we get mixing up. So that's the game plan for today. get that all scraped up. These are the scrapers that we're going to be using. This is going to be the Reclaim. Once we get up against the wall, I'm going to use that to scrape up the wall, take up the flake, drop it in the bucket. These are the normal scrapers that I use and we used on the last job. I think those are 14-inch, floor scraper, Home Depot in the flooring section. And then Rich is going to try these out today. I'm not super, he's got a lot of things he likes to try on the hand grinder yesterday. Oh boy, like new toys. He bought this one. Some old head in the game told him it's easier to scrape with it. I don't know. We'll see. I'm down to try new things until it doesn't work. But we'll see. And then, that's it. I'm getting the trailer organized. I'm gonna get the tripod set up, get my glasses on, and let's get scraping our life away. Bye. All right, art of the scrape. I'll show you how to do it. I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna start along the edge first. We're gonna apply about 15 to 20 pounds of head pressure on the head of the scraper, and I like to work around the edge first, just knock down the edges. Go through here, a little bit of an angle, a little wet epoxy there. Is this good? Make sure it's still, yeah, it's just a little heavy spot there, no problem. So I'm gonna go around again, around the edge, hit it like this. I'm going to push this other end up here. All right, now I'm going to do my bulk push up against the wall. I'm not going to go north to south just yet. Actually, maybe one here. Get my line. Here. And we can have someone with the 5-in-1. We got to get this. If that's 5-in-1. Come around the edges.
Just take it like this, Abby.
Now we push. We need the we got to hook up the extent. Let's connect that. Let's power it up. Plug it in, because we want to
So these guys are going to.
All right, real quick, let me show you how to touch up the transition line. If you get a little epoxy on the edge, it's not the end of the world. We're going to come back through with our grinder, and we're just going to gently kiss the edge and touch up any epoxy that might have been exposed yesterday underneath the tape. And then we do this now because we don't want to, when I grind, I don't want the dust to get back on the floor. So let's just touch up the grinding real quick before we finish the scrape and go from there. All right, let's go. And now we do our north to south run. We come here. You really want to try, you don't want to tilt into the wall too much, but you really want to make sure you break away the flake from the wall. So just don't go super hard the first one. Just gingerly knock it down. If you have to tilt it a little bit, tilt it. Back and forth. Back and forth. Make sure we get all this right here. Usually a guy with the 5-in-1 will come in and just, but yeah, so we'll go north to south now. Similar pressure, a little more angle. North And what I do is I'll pivot so I know exactly where I'm at, because it's going to get harder to see the lines as you. So just pivot and step into that one where I left in my corner. So then we'll go south. Come down here, all the way out. Don't worry about making a mess. Then I'll keep my thing here. Pivot. And I know I'm somewhere right there. I'll whoop. Angle down. Pivot. Use that angle. Maybe here. And then we're on. Just like that. You too. Step back. Yeah, you wanted to. Somewhere right there. I said, no. Step into it. Say, okay, quick. Take one step back. And step into the line. It's gonna be easier to get the thing going. Yep. And turn into it. Yep. Not bad. That's it, Poppy. Yep. And you just gotta visually just make your line mentally. Yep. No. You missed it. You gotta. It's really hard to see, but you gotta kind of pick up that one edge that you're. Yep. That's it. Little more pressure. We don't want to start taking up some, right there, perfect. Yeah, and you can use that outside line as to know, okay, your line's going to fall somewhere right there. So I'd step back one more, and then step into it. It's going to be easier for you. Yeah, that's it. Yep. And you don't want to stop. Just try one fluid. Pivot. Slippery, man. You're looking good. Yep. We'll take that out. Yeah, you don't want that. Don't be afraid to kick that out. Yeah, you don't want to dig into there, so you're digging in with that corner right there. Yeah. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Yeah. Okay. You missed it. You don't want to stop, but I'll come back one more time. You can't have. I know. Maybe come from the other side then. If you need to step in, swing in from the other side. You hit your line, which was good. I was seeing if you were going to miss it. You hit it. And you missed. You were 4 inches off on that hole. You missed that hole. You got it. I'm telling you, when scraping, you got it. You're doing good. You're doing fine, but it's all about having an eye, because if you don't hit that on that's called tiger stripes, zebra stripes. So you want to boom, kick out, step in. See, I'm right up at the edge. I'm right. One step in, I'll click my heel, I'll whoop, Kansas, and I'll go in. Like here. And I've got a lot of miles, so it's all about finding your rhythm. Come over here, step in, go down, look up, I'm looking, I'm in. Right here, click, boom. It's almost like a dance. Step back, one in, go. Come back, one step, go. Boom, come back. All right, let's see what you got. Right here. I'll walk with you, no homo. Boom, step back to me. Look right here. Boom, boom. Yeah, yep, do your thing. Más o menos. That was a 6 out of 10. We're getting there. Okay, keep going. You're doing fine. You're doing fine.
now we get the poles on right now.
I would just kind of here, bring it up to the pole, kick it, come around, step into it. Boom. Kind of just work your way around it. Come back in. There. Probably one more time in the middle just because I probably missed a little bit. You see the consistency difference? How this is a little bit smoother?
Yeah.
Still a little bit rough?
Yeah.
So this is why I'm doing the second scrape here, because this is kind of what you want to see. Is starting to get a little smoother.
This is the line right
And this is exactly, that's the line you want to see. So I'm going. No, I would just I would just go up against the wall and just don't worry about all that.
Here.
Just go up and don't pick it up at the wall. Yeah. Don't.
The heavy's on the wall, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, there's a big, if you were to leave it like that, that's going to eat up a lot of your material for polyaspartic, so you really got to. I'm pushing it a little bit harder. I'm putting a little more head pressure on this now. I'm trying to pop off the. Hey, Meta, stop recording. East to west. All right, Miggies, hop up here. Same thing, we're just going the other direction. Step on my side, come to me, on my side.
Yep.
Yep, that's your line. Going that way.
Where's the line?
Give or take. Harder. Yeah, pivot off this, step this way. So pivot this way, you know, there. One sec. And I try to be as close to here as you can.
Yep.
Swing into it. Okay. Because you're going to miss the corner. Every time you miss, you're going to miss like every...
Okay.
Pivot this way, so use that as my barometer. Straight, 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 straight. Good. And that's it. That was good. Pivot, yep. There you go. Straight, straight, straight. Pivot. Start over. You missed a whole fucking 2-foot section. Way off. This is important. This is probably one of the most important parts of the job. No stress. Right here, pivot.
Yep.
Step. You shouldn't miss if you leave your mark. There's really no, or just use that visual. Good. Faster. A little faster. A little speed. There you go. Pivot. You just got to create an imaginary line in your head. That's good. Pivot. All right, real quick, show you how we're going to dress up these as well. Polyaspartic is UV stable, so we're going to be able to put this on the apron. So you're going to see when we finish it, it's going to provide a nice wet look to the apron. It's going to give it almost like a polished concrete look, especially with all these nice aggregate stones in there. So we're going to coat that with the polyaspartic material after these guys are done cleaning the cleats. All right, let's go. All right, aluminum oxide. That's how you throw it. Just like this. Just like we kind of did the flake. I'm not really a fan of this can. Take a little bit. Boo. Take a little bit. Boo. Take a little bit. Uniform. Boo. Take a little bit. Fishy. When you back roll, it's all going to get mixed around anyway. A little share. Cut that in half. Fishy. 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 That's good. That's good. All right. Let's blow this possible sand. Miggy, you have spy. What are you at?
Well, I don't know why you guys want me
Just put your rubber boots on. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to be coming with the chip brush. I'm going to probably give you the end of the bucket. And you come with the chip brush and do all the detail work. So you put on the...
to put the spike too?
you don't need spikes. You can put on the rubber ones right now. Because you're not walking in this yet. All right. That's how we pad out. I'm going to get started, Rich. Are you sure these are 500 square foot? 500 square, yeah, it's polyaspartic. It's polyaspartic. 500. That's all you got on the truck, right? No more?
That's it.
All right.
We got four buckets of this stuff.
4 buckets of what?
We got 4 buckets of polyaspartic.
4 buckets. Okay, so are you sure the 500 square foot kits, dude? Or are they 250 square foot kits?
No, they're 500 square foot kits.
Each bucket is 500 square foot. So you have approximately 2,000 square feet.
No, we have a total of 1,000 square feet.
You have 4 buckets. How is the bucket?
I'll show you.
You have 2 buckets. I can't fucking. Here, I need you on the 6-inch, dog. You got it.
Let me go back out.
I just want to make sure I'm pushing my right, my ratio. That seems about right. Yeah, okay, you're right. We're right. We're good. We're good. We're good. Excuse me. Miggy, up here, bud. Start this way. Work. Start here and work your way down, so we don't have to keep. We're not gonna be overlapping each other. Yep. All right, 500 square foot kit. Where are we at right now? How many square feet are we? 4 feet away from the wall. Yeah, so I'm pushing a little hard on this. I gotta make sure this reaches. Abby, let's start mixing up that other kit, please.
I'm not sure. I don't know what we need.
And those are the only 2 buckets of
Well, we have a total of 4 buckets of polyaspartic. Each 500 square foot kit comes with 2 buckets of polyaspartic.
Okay, got it. Okay, so we're gonna have enough, I think. I'm so confused. Yeah, I need that mixing up. Again, you never want to bring it to 0, so probably should have Abby made that a little sooner. Not the end of the world. All right, real quick, while you got some, can you reach in there around that pole without stepping in it? All right, we clarified. We are good. We haven't definitely gonna have enough material. I was stressing, thinking this was our last bucket. We have 2 more buckets, which equate to a 500 square foot kit. So Rich is gonna squeegee here a little bit so he gets a feel for it. Miggy, here you go. You're still not wearing gloves. This guy never learns, does he? Never learns. All right, let me get started. Just like seal coating, right here.
Yep.
Keep it in your middle.
I think that corner needs to be hit right there.
I'm sick with. I don't care right now. I'm worried about you. I'm worried about you. More of an angle. Make sure you want to cover that all that white spot. You got to get all that white spot. Yeah, too much. Back up. More of an angle. Good.
I got you.
Push a little bit. Push the rat tail. You can push down. Don't push all of it. You don't want to push all of that down. Try to.
Okay. Try to keep it up here.
Yeah. All right. Go back. We'll play catch up. Good. Stop right there. And just when you like, just push, take your end and push like a little bit for the guy. You know what I mean? So he can have a. You don't need to push the whole pile, but then I can.
I got you.
Yeah, then I can really make some damage. Yep, I see it.
This side is done.
Perfect. All right. A little quicker on that transition turn there, Richard.
Yep.
You don't need that much. You don't need that much. You want more of that in your puddle.
Okay.
Try to only leave like a snake. Good. You don't want to bring it to zero like that. You always want to have it. Yeah, so I would pick some of that back up. That's why you don't want to push it too far. You're losing it. All right, let's go mix that up now. We're ready? Yeah. Let me clean this up real quick.
Yeah. Here's where
I'll come back here. From here.
Yep.
From here. Push a little bit here. A little bit there. So,
Just maneuvering, right?
yep.
What I'm hoping is we don't even need that other bucket of polyaspartic.
Let me show here. Take this.
Yep.
Practice. You take a step. You want to be a step faster because this stuff's gonna start. You got a lot to. Not a lot to do, but. All right, we clarified. We are good. We haven't definitely gonna have enough material. I was stressing, thinking this was our last bucket. We have 2 more buckets, which equate to a 500 square foot kit. So Rich is gonna squeegee here a little bit so he gets a feel for it. Miggy, here you go. You're still not wearing gloves. This guy never learns, does he? Never learns. All right, let me get started. Just like seal coating, right here.
Yep.
Keep it in your middle.
I think that corner needs to be hit right there.
I'm sick with. I don't care right now. I'm worried about you. I'm worried about you. More of an angle. Make sure you don't want. You want to sure you want to cover that all that white spot. You got to get all that white spot. Yeah, too much. Back up. More of an angle. Good.
I got you.
Push a little bit. Push the rat tail. You can push down. Don't push all of it. You don't want to push all of that down. Try to.
Okay. Try to keep it up here.
Yeah. All right. Go back. We'll play catch up. Good. Stop right there. And just when you like, just push, take your end and push like a little bit for the guy. You know what I mean? So he can have a. You don't need to push the whole pile, but then I can.
I got you.
Yeah, then I can really make some damage. Yep, I see it.
This side is done.
Perfect. All right. A little quicker on that transition turn there, Richard.
Yep.
You don't need that much. You don't need that much. You want more of that in your puddle.
Okay.
Try to only leave like a snake. Good. You don't want to bring it to zero like that. You always want to have it. Yeah, so I would pick some of that back up. That's why you don't want to push it too far. You're losing it. All right, let's go mix that up now. We're ready? Yeah. Let me clean this up real quick.
Yeah. Here's where
I'll come back here. From here.
Yep.
From here. Push a little bit here. A little bit there. So,
Just maneuvering, right?
yep.
What I'm hoping is we don't even need that other bucket of polyaspartic.
Let me show here. Take this.
Yep.
Yep, practice. You know, take a step. You want to be a step faster because this stuff's gonna start. You got a lot to, not a lot to do, but. Touch my glasses. All right, step number 1 with the back rolling. Get your roller wet. You do not want to use a dry roller. Go ahead and get any heavies out now. You can. I was a little heavy here, a little overzealous on my pour. No big deal. And then we're gonna start back rolling on the other way. Just trying to get my knock down my heavies real quick. We're gonna back roll twice. One time all the way north to south, one more time north to south, and call it a day. Because you start to back roll it too much, it gets chatty. You're going to hear it start getting set up, and it's going to, what's it called? Set up. All right, let's go this way.
You didn't get in here, though?
I did the
Are you racist against the middle? I think we're good. Need this and we reach the place we need it. I want to focus on the back one.
Yeah, step on the second with me, Rich, on here so you can see the difference here. What I'm seeing, step on the side.
Yep.
This is your first knockdown.
You don't want to use that other stuff because we'll end up putting flake on the outside of the apron.
Yeah, exactly. And there's lower spots. Make sure we dig in. We'll get those on the second one.
Yeah. We're also going to need a little bit of that polyaspartic left over for the other job, right? That's how Jason set it up.
This one? This one?
How many square feet do you get out of a gallon? 200?
I have no idea. No idea, bro. No idea off the top of my head. Okay. All right, that's what you want to see. You got backstroke. Still have it all the way back. Don't stop.
Yep. It's getting sticky, buddy.
Keep it straight, dude. You got to keep it straight. You're crooked. Yeah, keep it at 90.
Yeah.
You got to keep it straight.
I'll try to square it back up.
It's all good. Yeah, doing this one. No, I mean, you were slightly off. I'm just being critiquey.
Oh, yeah. As you should. There we go. I see it.
Good. No,
Did I miss?
no, you're good. You're good.
In total, you want to set the
Yeah, that's gonna be plenty. Yeah, that's gonna be plenty. Yep, perfect. Hey, Meta, stop recording. Be careful. If that was if we weren't doing that apron, you'd be in trouble.
Yeah, no, I saw that one.
Bro.
I'll just stop right there.
Try to use something as your guide to be straight. So use that frame. Use something as a 90 so you don't do the turns.
Okay.
Try a Belgian block. Use your roller to kind of match and pick one point and don't move it. That's it. All right, I'll show you why it's so much easier to back roll this way. You can't really see anything this way. You can't see your lines. You don't know which way is which, up from down. But you come this way, and voila. Good? Not good. This still needs to be back rolled. We back rolled this one time, and say we back rolled it and we got out of here. We said we're done. Heavy, heavy, heavy. So this is where we get the nice knockdown finish. You can clearly see the difference between one that's been back rolled twice and one that's been back rolled once. And twice is literally the only amount of time you can do this here. We're starting to get sticky. We call it getting chatty. Starting to heat up a little bit. But I think we're already around the 25 minute, 20, 30 minute mark since we've mixed up the first batch. So we're kind of cooking in separate phases. This one's a little bit sooner than this one and so forth. So Rich is doing a good job. He's getting the line straight. I was mentioning you just do your best to try to find, when you roll, you want to be straight as possible. So pick a mark on the wall and keep your roller head between that mark. You don't want to veer off to the left, veer off to the right, because then you're going to be trying to play catch up the whole way. So pick one spot, get ready, and roll. Let's see how straight this one was. Oh, he's got it. A little crooked, but hey.
Yeah.
He's learning. He's pulling a Richard. All right, let's get the... Let's get this. Let's just show on the road here. Bye. Hey, Meta, stop recording. All right, Miggy Smalls. That's mixed. Nice and detailed, clean.
Am I doing the whole entire thing?
Doing the whole shebanger. I start here, and work your way, and then we'll roll it on. So you do the detail work.
So you do the edges.
Yeah, do the edges, and we'll pour a little bit on, and we'll start back rolling. And if you want to get a, I'll use this a whip. But we'll change to a clean head, so because there's flake on this one. That's what else I need out. Look at that concrete polish finish there. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And naturally, this is where we had to do the crack filler. It's gray. Nothing you can really do about that. I think it adds to it. Compared to what it was at yesterday, night and day. Dude, you might as well just fucking brush it, dude. You're halfway fucking there, to be honest. We marinate it. Yeah, let's put them on there. Just because, actually, you know what, do. It's gonna be too inconsistent. So let's just do the edge and then we'll roll it on there. Get out all that heavy stuff. You hear that? Yep. You're right at the danger zone here.
Yep.
This looks good. You got it. That's the curve you want in the end. That's your kickback curve. That's perfect.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to check it right here like that.
Money. That's the straightest one you've done today.
Yep.
See, he's using his pole as his guide. That's a good barometer. Just use that. Match up your pole with the next pass. Looking for any heavies here. Get them now. I think it's solid, man. All right, attention to detail, folks. This is going to keep me up at night. So you can come back to it the next day and do a little touch-up with polyaspartic. Come do a little that. And do a little throw a little more flake in there. Come back in. Top coat. Move them around so you can see them. Am I in your way, Rich?
Nope.
Are you sure?
Well,
Why'd you stop?
well, you are in my way.
Huh.
But you're recording, so
Shoot. No.
plus I really want to see how you're doing this repair.
Just moving around with the brush. No one's going to see it back here, but...
Yeah, they're going to have the shelves back up.
Hey, Matt, start recording. I find maybe fuck your shit up, dude. Just make sure no flakes get in there.
Yep.
All right. Yes, it is. Oh, yeah. Hey, Matt, start recording.
Right up against the wall there, too.
Yeah. That is one thing you don't want to have that on. Do you have any, a rag, just a dollop of acetone? Bro, she's done, dude. Alrighty, folks. Day 2 in the books. Check it out. Check out this brand new floor. I told you it was going to be a masterpiece. No one believed me. This is probably top 3 floors that I've installed. Easily top 3. Love the way this one turned out. Love the amount of work that we had to put into it. Lots and lots of work. We had to do it yesterday. If you just skipped ahead to this part, shame on you. Go back, rewatch it. I'm not going to explain it again. We had to do a lot of grinding, a lot of crack filling. We did some serious apron repair. Check this out. Look how magnificent that looks. Do you remember this yesterday? Do you remember what this looked like? It did not look like that. Got the nice polyaspartic top coat on the apron here. We had to go through and pretty much we created a form. We did a bevel on the edge right here on the bull nose, so it's cars as tires come up, they're going to be a nice little lip. No longer going to break off the edge. No longer going to collect water. All these gray spots where we had to fill with the polyaspartic CFS 2C crack fill material. So those are all the low spots that you're seeing right there. Really not much you can do about the color there, but customer's going to love it. We went above and beyond this one, I promise you. This is the final result of some serious TLC. These guys knocked it out of the park. Everybody on this team, Rich, Abby, Miguel's, they're ready for their next floor tomorrow. They have learned from one of the best, and they are ready to go on their own. They're ready to fly. I'm going to officially fly the coop here. These birds are on their own. I am officially, I got a Jersey actually now. I was going to fly home tonight, but I got to drive to Jersey for tomorrow for a big meeting in the pipeline of a big seal coat project, big distribution center. So changing things up a little bit. Had a phenomenal time in Boston. This was literally an awesome vacation on Sunday. I literally did nothing. I watched McElroy win the Masters. Get in the hole. Get in the hole! Oh my gosh. I ordered a pizza. I got beer. I watched the Celtics play. I watched the Bruins play. I sat in my hotel and watched sports all day in the dark. It was beautiful. I can't recommend it enough. So take the mental space, people. Take that mental day. It's very good for you. Rich, what did we learn here? Where are we at? What's a recap? Staging. You want to learn staging? We got staging down. Yep. What you do when you show up.
Yep, staging's huge because it sets you up for the time, you know what I mean? So,
yep.
I think we failed to do that a little bit on this round. Staging's important. This time around, we made sure that we have plenty of material because we came up short a little bit, almost. Grinding, we want to make sure we check the diamonds. Check the diamonds.
Had a few little oopsies yesterday where we burned through, and maybe burned through a diamond or two with the amount of, when you're leaving a lot of dust like that, odds are you're burning your diamonds up. And we were just full send yesterday, so it's Rich's money, not my money. But no, you only want to check your diamonds when you change your bags. Check your diamonds, make sure you're not burning through anything. What else?
Always have thick blue tape.
Rich likes this little finger width tape, blue tape. Get the big tape, get the 2-inch, get the 3M. Duct tape, you really have good duct tape.
We got good duct tape.
Got good duct tape now.
For the record, YouTube, Rich does not like that little tape. I don't even know how it got in there.
Unbelievable. And other than that, Miguel, what'd you learn? Where are you at?
Keep straight with the scraping.
Yeah. He got the flow of the scraper, man. He was dancing at the end. He was dancing. What you want to be careful of at the end, and let's get the face too with the chippy brush. Okay. Anything's gonna fall on here. It's gonna be quasi-permanent bugs. So when we do drop the floor or drop the garage door, yeah, we want to make sure we get that face there, right there, protect that. But other than that, man, phenomenal time. Recap. I'm gonna take some photos, take some videos. I'm getting tacky. I got to get off this floor, or I am gonna be in trouble. I appreciate everybody tuning along. You guys are awesome. 2,800 subs right now. Well, I love it. You guys are the best. All right, I'll see you on the next one. Seal coat season starting soon, baby. Let's go. Bye.